What's good, YouTube? It's the world's greatest podcast, back at it again with another video. And today we have three very special guests with us. If you guys want to introduce yourselves, say your socials.
My name is Nelson Allen. You can follow me on Instagram at __ Nelly23.
My name is Tay. You can follow me on Instagram at pretty.tay_.
My name's Havlin. My Instagram is Havlin_Murray.
Alright, and today we have some topics for y'all that we think it'll be nice for you guys to hear and we think it'll be nice for us to discuss. So getting right into it, the first topic, are men obligated to help women? And what I mean by that is, do some people feel like because we're men and because you guys are women, we automatically have to help y'all with certain things that go on? Do you guys feel like that's true?
Did you get that from recency bias or the situation that just happened?
Man,
But,
I was about to say
yeah, it wasn't. It kind of wasn't. But I was like, that's a pretty good one to say.
Y'all want to answer that one first?
I feel like men aren't obligated, but it do give you like a sense of security.
Okay.
But there's no obligation. Like, you don't have to do anything for me.
Okay.
But it'll be nice.
Yeah, I feel like, nobody's obligated to do anything for you. But like, if you're in a relationship or like married to someone, I feel like there are certain things that you are obligated to do for your partner. But, yeah.
Okay. So my question, one of the reasons I wanted to ask this question, because on social media, I see a lot of women talk about how men didn't help them when they saw them with a flat tire. And then I also see women talk about how they don't need men to help them with a flat tire. So it's like, and I saw this one thing, it was like, I guess this lady's car had stopped down and like a whole dudes were just walking by and not helping her. And she went on social media and made a post talking about how, what is it called? Help me out here. What's it called when like, chivalry, saying that chivalry is dead. So what do you guys think about that?
And then to add on top of that, before y'all answer, it's another thing I've seen on social media. I don't know if it was a skit or not. Some people said it was a skit, but like a lady had went out with her boyfriend, and her friend was also along too. And then the friend was mad that the boyfriend didn't pay for the friend as well. Like, do you think like, is that reasonable to be mad?
Well,
Like,
with that situation, he's not
Get
obligated
somebody
to,
else to do
right?
it.
He's not obligated to pay for their food.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
But in that situation, for me, I feel like she was dead wrong. First of all, I think it was her birthday. It's your birthday. It'll be the nice thing for her man to pay for her, but my friend, she could pay for herself. She's not dating him. Yeah. To be honest, he's not obligated to do that. That was wrong.
because he just took her out to dinner, right? But
yeah,
she
the
just
friend just tagged
And
along.
she
Yeah,
was
no.
fronting on him and everything. Like,
Yeah, no, that's not how it works.
And
You know,
then-
she would kind of remind me. I think it was a video. I think it was like Applebee's or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "You gotta buy some
food
for my kids, right?"
I was gonna get to
Oh,
that.
And
yeah,
then
I
she
saw
was
it.
like, "You gotta get him like a steak." I'm like, "Hold on." I'm like, "Wait a minute."
Bro, I seen that. I was like, yo, that's what I was gonna add on next.
I was about to say like a steak from Applebee's is crazy. Like we get a little chicken nuggets and stuff like that, but I don't know.
I don't even do that. That's the
Like,
my kids.
that's not my
Yeah,
thing.
but-
I understand.
I think what she was saying was like he owes her because like he was late or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and had her sitting, and then like her kids was at home, and something like they had no food. But I was like, you ain't feed them before you left.
Bro, she was just trying
it
to
was get off.
So
There's
like,
a lot of audacity with some women. I'm gonna say that.
where do y'all think that came from? And I kind of like think I might have an answer, but I want to know like what y'all think where like came from, like where some women think like men have to do this, or, like they're entitled to this by like strangers,
It's definitely like
Facts.
old standards, and as we're progressing, things are changing. Like you said, the situation with the tire and stuff. I mean, shit, learn how to change your own tire, but nobody's obligated to help stop and help you. So
Okay. Oh, you
I was about to say, to piggyback on that, I feel like it goes all the way back to like, we can talk about what's looked at like with masculinity, like
Mhm.
what's masculine? Like for a man, they think man supposed to be strong, take out the trash, bring the groceries in for the woman, and then the woman do the womanly things, the feminine things, cook, clean. So it's like raise the kids. I think it go way back, but it's just like I don't want to say progressing because it's kind of getting worse, but like in society, I guess it's just changing. It's going more in depth.
I mean, I could. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off, but like I could say like, yeah, it does play a role. But I think the main thing now is like you see women nowadays, they be like, oh, I'm independent. I can do this all by myself. I don't need no man.
You're reading my mind.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need no man. I can do this. Like I was doing it without a man. Why I need a man to do it? So it's just like, I don't know. It's interesting to see that like play out. It's just like, I mean, if you got it by yourself, you got it by yourself. You don't really need my help for nothing. But I mean, it's interesting how that goes.
I think social media also plays a part too, where like they see like these celebrities who have money, like, you know, this rapper might fly this girl out, or this rapper might take this girl on a shopping spree, or this rapper might do this and that. So like I feel like a lot of women have grasped onto that ideal that, oh, if these men can do it, then I don't know why they would assume like our average man could do that as well. Like paying for that lady's kids steaks and all that stuff was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I think social media plays a part.
I was gonna piggyback off of that. So basically, I had watched a video that was talking about. It was this girl. It was this woman on another podcast, and she was basically saying that women don't need men. And then one thing, and the example that she was using, she said that women don't need men to give birth. They just need sperm. And the other people on the other side were saying that makes no sense because to get sperm, you need a man. And then she just kept on going back and forth saying, no, that's not the case. No. So I really feel like independence is starting to like ruin the mindset of a lot of people. Because while I do think that independence is okay, it's not the best thing to do in a relationship. Because if you and your significant other are independent, then you guys, by definition, you don't need each other. And in a relationship, you guys are supposed to need each other. You guys are supposed to want each other. So I feel like I feel like independence is starting to like take over in a way that it wasn't meant to be. But
That's kind of interesting because, you know, I don't know, I think it's like they have people that's like codependent and then like people that are independent. So people that are codependent, they like really need their partner. And the people that are independent, like they work together, but it's like they can still do things without their significant other in a sense, but they still have a great bond. And it is interesting how you say like it's like a negative effect in a way, but if you have a system that works, I feel like there's really no problem if you're independent. You know, it's not bad to depend on somebody, but there's some cases where you need to do things by yourself.
yeah.
Because you're not gonna learn unless you do it by yourself.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think my only thing is that some people view it as bad to do things, to need somebody to do something or need help. A lot of people nowadays just tend to be like, I don't need help, I got it, even if they do.
Yeah.
So it's like that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they don't want to look needy.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But
we going to the next one.
yeah, so go ahead.
So the next one that we got, I feel like I want to really, y'all gonna really touch on this one. Hopefully, is women tend to put their significant others. Is it a question or is it like a statement that you have it?
I said do.
Do women tend to put their significant other in trouble a lot of times?
I'm gonna be honest and say yes, because it's really a lot of ways they can, but the most common for me, I feel like they put them in weird situations. Like, okay, men react different to cheating, I feel like, than women do. They take
most
it
definitely.
right. So a woman will put a man in a weird situation. Like for example, she could have a man in their house. He coming home. How you feel like you about to react? I feel like they don't really put a lot of thought into it. Men don't either. But I'm saying from a woman's perspective, I don't feel like they really be caring for real about that because he'll really crash out. And I'm not crashing out about no, but the men that they really crash out, react differently. I don't know.
Because it can either go two ways. Somebody get killed or somebody get injured really
Somebody
bad.
going to jail.
I've seen so many times on social media, people will talk about my significant other will let me wear whatever I want to wear because they can fight. And I'm just like, one, do you really know if your man can fight? Two, even if he could, why do you want to put him in a predicament to where he has to fight?
Exactly. And some people don't fight. Some people can carry concealed weapons. You know?
Like all the time I'm seeing people talk about how they don't got to worry about this because they man. They don't got to worry about this because they man. I'm like, your man isn't Superman. He's just a normal dude.
He's a dude. You know?
I feel like it's, I don't know, because I was one of them girls, I'm going to be honest. I was one of them girls in high school.
Mm-hmm.
No, and everybody know. No boy would like get into me or nothing because I was good for. I would call my cousins. I had to get out of that though because it's like I start seeing how real the situations could get.
Yeah.
Like not
People
only for them. Like I'm scared for y'all safety at this point, but it's like for my cousins too. Like
Yeah.
so I feel like that is another way that we put them in, trouble and stuff because we so quick to call them, we so quick to be mouthy with men. Not saying we can't, because everybody's entitled,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm saying we so quick to do that because we know we have that person, them people that we can call.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't know.
I remember I had seen something, and it was basically saying like, it doesn't matter if, like, the girl was basically saying that she can talk to a dude any type of way. If they get into an argument or something like that, she can talk to that dude any type of way, and it's not gonna matter because her boyfriend will have her back. And it's just like, if I wouldn't talk to somebody any type of way,
why would you?
Why would you?
Right.
Why would you put me in a predicament to where you talking to this 6'7" nigga, reckless as hell?
Or they'd be like, watch out for I had my boyfriend come beat your ass, and then the nigga is like, all right, bring him.
Like,
and then now she come to you, babe, this man picking him.
You can't say no. You cannot say no.
No. You said how big are you? You 6'7", yeah, you got it, bro.
Man, 6'7", all muscles, football player, everything, bro.
I'm trying to live to see another day, bro.
Man.
I don't know, because you got to look at it from a standpoint, because it's like, you're not supposed to be her protector, but in a way you do. It depends on how we are, like, relationship, we tied in, like, I feel like that's one of my obligations to my man, like,
to call him?
I'm saying, like, I want to feel that type of security, because it's like, I'm not saying I'm about to be doing the most and, call him like, all right, pull up, it's that. It's like, I'm just saying, I want to feel like I know if it's a situation that I can call you and you're going to have my back, because I feel like I would have his back too if it's a situation with a female.
Because I was going to say, like, in a relationship, y'all supposed to be protecting each other. And I feel like you doing your due diligence and respecting him is like, I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know if y'all do have a man or not, but y'all know what your man is capable of. So protecting him in two ways. Protecting him against the person that you think might actually like beat your man's ass or kill him. Or two, protect your man from actually beating his ass or killing him. Because at the end of the day, if he gets his ass beat or get killed, you manless. Or if he, vice versa, he does it to him, now your man's behind bars. Right. So, like, the protection in that situation is just, you know what I'm saying, just, one, allowing your man to, both parties to live to see another day, because you never know how it's going to escalate. And two, just, like, leaving the situation. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to de-escalate the situation and be mindful without violence.
I ain't gonna lie, though, like, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, sometimes, like, I mean, yes, like, it's nice to have that security, but do you also think it's like that pride in a sense too, that selfish pride to be like, oh, like, I know I can do this because I know my man gonna take care of me, like that pridefulness that plays a part into it?
I feel like what plays a part into that, like the pride and stuff, is the type of nigga you got. I'm gonna just be honest because I don't care what nobody say. Like y'all said, how girls know they men. I know, and I can be with somebody that I know. You don't get down like that. You know, you more of a talker. Not saying that's bad, but you know, you communicate. You on a different level intellectually.
Mm-hmm.
Then I could be with somebody from the hood who just on go. Like I feel like that's how the pride come in. Like if I know my man on that, that's when the pride come in. I'm like, okay, I don't have no doubt. Like yeah, I'm calling my nigga. Like, but if I know he ain't trying to go that route, I'm not about to be so quick to say I'm about to call him.
Okay. So you mindful?
Very mindful.
All right.
I'm not.
My thing is, I get what everybody is saying, especially because I'm on the side that's like, don't put your dude in those situations. But there are times where those situations cannot be avoided. Like, me personally, if someone was to put their hands on my girl, then it's like, even if he is 6'7", 200-pound football player, like, I can't allow that to happen. So it's like,
cause what she gonna look at you like, so what you doing?
Yeah, so.
But like, if it's a situation where your girl just mouthy or just doing too much, if it's too, you know, talking, provoking, all that, I understand. You don't get in it. That's messy. That's
I still don't think like no man should put his hand on the girl. No matter how much mouthy she is.
Oh, I know that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if it's a situation where I'm just getting into it with somebody, just going up, you know, we just talking, no putting hands on each other. Of course not. I'm saying that's like he said. I was agreeing with him. Like that's when I feel like can step in. Like,
Okay, that kind of segues into our next topic. The next topic is protecting black women in all situations. So, do you guys feel like black men, or just men in general, should protect black women in all situations?
I feel like black men as a whole don't do a lot of protecting when it comes to black women. I feel like there was just a debate on Facebook talking about how black men have it worse than anybody, including black women. And I was always on the side like black women have it the worst because we fighting everybody else, including black men. We sitting here trying to protect y'all. Like when the George Floyd stuff happened, we was out on the front lines. That one man that just got stabbed by that white woman, he was online like bashing black women, and we just like a lot of black women just sat out of it because like, what's the point of us coming to protect y'all and rushing to protect y'all when it's not vice versa? I just feel like black men need to step up and protect black women, but they don't. So
I agree with you, but I want you to like, do you have an example of a situation where a black woman was supposed to be protected and they weren't?
This was a couple years ago when it was when the George Floyd thing happened, the Breonna Taylor thing happened. It was a video of these black men like just harassing this black woman, and nobody was helping her, protecting her, and I forgot the details of the video just because it was so long ago, but just stuff like that, everybody walking by being bystanders and not caring. So, and if black men, you know, going at it with a black woman, and it's like, I don't know, I just feel like a lot of that should be unprovoked.
So my thing to that is, I 100% agree black men should protect black women, things of that nature. When does it get to a line of that's not my business? Because like if it was me, and you know I'm pro-black everything, if it was me and I had seen, like if I'm in a gas station and I see two black dudes harassing a black woman or something like that, and she's not old, like she's a middle-aged black lady, I don't know if I would really just step in and be like, hey, you know, don't be doing that type of, because like at the end of the day, it's like I don't know anybody. Like it's not my business. It's not my place. Like, but at the same time, it's like I could see that could be my mother. That could be my sister. So it's like, when does that line come in? When do we flip a switch and be like, we gotta step in here, or we gotta be like, we can't step in here?
I feel like, were y'all about to answer? Or, I feel like it comes to like reading the situation to like, you gotta, cause that could also be a setup, you know what I'm saying? Personally for me, if it was dark at night and I seen a lady on the side of the road and her car broke down, I'm driving by. I'm sorry, I'm driving by, because you never know, somebody might pop out of the bush and try to rob you. And it's sad to think like that, but it's like better be, what is it, safe than sorry.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's just one of those situations where, you know, I actually do that. But in terms of that, I feel like it's tricky. The gas station, it could be a setup, it could be not. I feel like the best thing in all situations, even just driving by and seeing a lady out there, just calling the police, honestly. Just calling the police. I mean, that's the least that you can do.
Is even calling the police, is that really like?
I feel like, think of it as like you did your due diligence though, like consciously, like, cause I know like if you were to see somebody on the side of the road hurt, laying down, you don't know if they're dead. I'm sure if you pass by them, you're gonna be thinking, damn, was that person dead? Or like, I should have did something. Whether you just like, oh my God, somebody's on the side of the road, just call the police and like tell them where they at, shit like that.
But even with the police, that's not even always a thing, because it's like we were saying, okay, they might come label her as the angry black woman versus the two white dudes. Now they on her. I feel like black women, we just need like more support
Within each other or
from men.
Okay.
Because like I said, some men agree with the notion of us being angry. Some men don't even date black women. Like, they want something foreign or something different. Or they just want to, this is not all, but some of them just want to use the black woman for their body. Or, I don't know. They can't, yeah, like, we don't listen. That's a big thing. Black women, we don't listen. So, they want to go and get somebody who is softer and less angry.
So I got a great question. So I know I see a lot of like black women, they be upset when like a black man dates a white girl. They be like, oh, you don't like your kind. I see you a lost brother. But when a black girl date a white man, they be like, oh, boo, girl, get your check, get that credit score up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
It's different.
That's a double standard.
That's a double standard. How is it different?
Watch that video.
How
is that different?
Okay, I might be what's that word?
Biased?
No. She was ready. I forgot the word, but anyway, I don't know. I just feel like it is a difference because I feel like a lot of black women, we try with black men, it don't work out, so we're gonna go to a different race. But I feel like when white men do it, they're just looking for white women can be submissive, very submissive, and I don't know.
And they known as
but if I
freakier or something like
Right.
that. But
But
that
it-
is just like,
But she said try with a black man. But if I try with black women, and it's just like all my relationships was not successful. Like, what's wrong with me going outside my race?
I don't feel like nothing is wrong.
Yeah, I feel like though people try to generalize it too. Like, I don't know. I feel like you like what you like for sure.
Yeah, I'm not
But
really
it's-
big on that.
Yeah, it's just when some shit when like black, well, not even just black men, but when men period try to like say their type and stuff, it just be unprovoked. Like they just be like, oh, I hate black women and I hate dark skins, like shit like that. It just be unprovoked. Like we didn't ask all that, or we didn't even ask at all, and then just be like, okay,
I don't know. I feel like that can be said by both sides though, because I feel like when black women get with those white men, they start parading them around like they're the trophy, they're the best thing in the world. Like black men are right here. Like y'all don't have to come out, y'all don't have to go out y'all way to say that they're better than us just because your relationship or something of that nature didn't work out. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's all a circle, because like the way I see it, let's say black men start dating a white woman, then black women might look at that man a certain type of way, go get a white man, then they start praising the white man, bashing the black man, praising the white man, start bashing the black man, and you just keep on going in a circle, and it's just like we're not gonna get anywhere if people keep on hating on other people for what they want to do.
I just say everybody need to find their business at that point.
Yeah. I do think they're the same though. I can't change mine. I think they're literally the same thing. It's like you going out your race to find somebody, I'm going out my race to find somebody.
I think though, it's not exactly the same per se, because like look, in terms of like from their perspective, I feel like when they date outside their race, they're looking for like an upgrade because like they've actually tried, and that comes to like I seen this post on Twitter. Now I always get my my examples from Twitter. There was like when a black man dates outside their race and they date like a white girl per se, the girl tends to not be attracted. They just tend to they just settle for less just to try and get out of dating their culture. But when black girls date white men, they they actually look good. The man actually looks good. So it was kind of, I mean, that was just a small spectrum of just looks in general. But like it just goes to show that when they date, they actually pick like quality, starting from the looks versus black men who just. So I don't know. It's just something to think about.
I'm gonna go ahead and just agree with you on that because I know some black women personally that went to the white side and they're not good looking fellas at all. I don't think that plays a part. I just looks is looks. People have their own opinion about looks and stuff like that. It's just on the fact of the matter. The fact of the matter is the problem where people just start bashing oh, this, like, it's, you dating a white woman, like you said, because it's submissive and stuff like that. But I feel like people just go to people go to the people that just like makes them feel more
dominant.
No, just makes them feel more.
I agree.
I don't want to say dominant. It just makes them feel more comfortable, safe, and like. And that ends up being a white girl. Then that ends up being a white girl. That ends up being a white dude. Ends up being a black dude. I just don't think it's anybody's opinion or business of who they date and why they date. It's just you should be happy that somebody's found someone that they can truly. I'm not gonna say love, but in a sense, like I'm gonna say in a sense, love. Yeah.
I feel like to talk about what you said and also piggyback what he said, it's like some women really don't know themselves, and what I mean by that is they think they're a certain thing, but in reality they're not. Like, no, because like, okay, it's like. In a relationship, the only person that knows your partner will be you. So it's like I can see you in ways that you may not even be able to see yourself. So if I'm in a relationship, let's just say I'm in a relationship with a black woman, a random black woman, and then she's giving me these traits that I don't like, but she can't see for herself. And then I go find a white woman who may be necessarily physically more unattractive. That white woman could still be more emotionally attractive to me or mentally attractive to me. So it may not necessarily just be about looking better, because the black woman may look 100% better, but at the same time, it's like at the end of the day, we all gonna get old. All our looks gonna fade. Are you taking care of me emotionally? Are you taking care of me mentally? Like, if this white woman can provide that for me and you, this black woman, cannot, then I see no problem. Me personally, I do, but I see no problem with sacrificing all of the physical for the emotional and mental. So I feel like that may be a problem. And the reason I said that is because I think a lot of black women, when they see that the black man is in a relationship with an unattractive white woman, they just start automatically thinking about ways that they're better than that white woman without actually taking into account that they might not be a good person mentally, or they might not be a good partner emotionally. So it's like, that's why I say some people really don't know themselves. All right, but yeah.
Hey, we can. All right. You said a lot. I mean, I can't disagree, or I just feel like it's kind of subjective per se.
So our last topic: what can we do as black men to help women in our society? I don't necessarily just mean white. I don't necessarily just mean black women. Just like women in general. What can we do within our community to help you guys? I know you were saying stuff like you don't feel protected at some times. You don't feel like we support you. What can we do to help support you?
Communicate is number one. I feel like a lot of men, not just black, all races, are very nonchalant, and I'm not gonna say it's a problem, but it's a problem.
If we communicate, are you gonna call us sassy?
Absolutely not. See, that's cause you communicate and you sassy or you soft. This is grown man shit. Like, I'm not about to keep playing these little boy games. I don't know. I feel like communication is everything. That's one of the biggest issues I feel like in society is communication. People feel like they don't have to express themselves, or they don't want to express themselves, like you said, because of how you view. And that's something we have to be open with too, as Black women. We gotta be willing to take that in, give you that room to be able to, or give you the comfortability to be able to come back and, talk to me. How you feel about it?
I feel like I agree with a lot of that. I feel like we can, Black women and Black men, or women and men can help each other in that sense. Because I know, like, back in the day, I know men growing up, a lot of men, they have to be tough. They can't show emotion. They can't cry. So when they become men, they don't communicate. They don't show emotion. They're nonchalant. They don't care. So it's like, I think just giving men that space to be vulnerable is like important, and make them feel like it's safe to talk to you. And yeah, with the new sassy word, I know like a lot of men they don't want to communicate now because they don't want to be called sassy or like, oh, you a bitch. Like, oh, okay, never mind. I'm gonna go back into my shell now because I'm a bitch. So I don't know.
Okay, so I'm here to communicate, express ourselves. As Black men, do you think that there's anything that women can do to help us like move forward, or just help us in general?
I could say like you can actually like when we are being vulnerable, like just like actually hear what we're saying. Like don't just take it as we just talking. Just like actually hear, because a lot of, like you said, a lot of stuff that we talk about is like deeply rooted in the way we're born. Like I remember when I was younger, like I couldn't cry a lot. I couldn't really express how I felt because like my father would be like, you can't do that. Like you gotta be the strong one. You gotta be tough. You can't really show emotion because they're gonna see you as weak, vulnerable, and they're gonna take advantage of you. And you can't let nobody take advantage of you. So yeah, like things like that, because us as men, period, we don't talk. We don't talk at all. We just keep that to ourselves, or we be on the game talking to our boys, and they be joking about it, but you can like they still be serious in a way. And like we need more safe spaces than we have. Truly, we just need more safe spaces. And I feel like I said, communication. Once communication is like where it needs to be, I feel like everything is gonna go right and on sale.
I feel like another one is like patience and understanding. A lot of men like know what it is that's bothering them, but like they don't know how to express it. They don't know. Sometimes they might not know what it is, and it kind of goes to like the fact that women do mature faster than men. You know what I'm saying? Men don't. Their brains don't develop until I think 25. So it's just like when a man feels a type of way, their first instance isn't to just, oh, I feel like this, I feel like that, I feel like they like keep it internally, and they like process it before they could even before they can even express it. And even after the matter situation, like I know, like for me, for example, if somebody do me wrong and they apologize, okay, yeah, you apologize, but after you say sorry, I'm not just about to do a flipping yippee-yi-yay, I'm happy. I'm gonna be like a little upset. I'm gonna like slowly, you know what I'm saying? So I feel that's where the patience come into play. I feel like a lot of women, when they see their man mad, that they become mad, and then the man end up slowly getting out of that. they slowly start getting out of that, and they're not mad no more. Now the woman's still mad, and now the roles have flipped. Now the man has to take care of the woman because she's mad.
I gotta apologize to you for making me mad.
Like, so you see how like it works. So I feel like patience.
You said what?
I said men be doing that too. Like you mad that I'm mad, so now you mad. So.
But that's not always the case. Like sometimes it's two sides to that, because it is also those women that sometimes, like I said, they got the nonchalant man, the man mad, and we don't catch the attitude. We be trying to figure out what's going on, but then it's kind of looked at as like I'm kissing your ass, and then I gotta look at it like, okay, I'm not about to press. Like,
but you should. If that's your
part of
partner,
understanding. Like the
got
man
to,
is like
like-
that. Understand instead of trying to like harm my fault. Accept it for him being nonchalant. You should be trying to figure out ways of why he is and how you can break him out of that shell.
Listen, I would be tired of hearing nothing. Nothing's wrong. Nothing at all. Like, why do I gotta pull it out of you? That's what I'm saying. Communication. Like, I don't know.
Or if you need a second to yourself, be like, hey, I need a second to process this.
But
Give me
they
a
push
second.
people, like, men have a way of pushing females away. Like, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. You pushing me away.
Man, y'all cold.
Now, no, they'll push you away. Now I'm guessing. I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm coming up with my own conclusions now. Instead of you just communicating and saying what's going on. It can all be so simple.
I think a big part of it, and I'm saying this because I've experienced this myself, is that when something happens and where we don't want to talk about it, it's because we just, I don't know, it's like there's like a pride thing in it as well. And then it's also a thing, it's like, we may not want to talk about it to y'all because y'all are the reason we're mad. So it's like, I may not want to talk. That's why Nelson said something about talking to your boys about it. Like, I feel like a lot of dudes are more comfortable talking to their friends about certain issues and stuff because it didn't happen with them. So it's like, I'm now conversating to the girl that made me mad in the first place about the thing that she did. So it's like,
But we building.
Yeah, you
I'm your
supposed
partner.
to communicate with me what's wrong so I can change it. You not nothing. What am I supposed to do with that? Like, okay, it's
I
not.
know, but I would say like if you really want something out of somebody, especially a man, you have to like they said, patient, but also be persistent. Like, don't just give up because it's not working after like the 5th time. Just keep doing it because I'm not telling my parents, but your action is gonna speak louder than your words.
mm-hmm.
So if you keep showing, the one day what you want, you're gonna get it. But you just gotta keep doing it.
And it may not even always be verbal too, because I know sometimes, like, if instead of always asking me what's wrong, maybe if you do just like stop asking me for a little bit, and then I could tell by your actions that you really want to know what's wrong, or you really feel sorry or apologize. Like, I don't know, just doing things that you don't really typically do. Like, I don't know, if I said I'm finna, like, if we was living together and I said I'm finna get in the shower, I'm finna take a shower or something, like running the bath water, just like making food for me, or just doing like little things that just show me like you're sorry for what you did. Maybe that'll allow the person that y'all messing with to like open up a little bit and be more like, okay, I am mad that she did this thing, but I can see that she's really trying to get me to, talk about whatever happened. Maybe they'll be more open to talking about it.
So let's just say kiss your ass.
That's not
It's like you want me to do that to you. Like,
Exactly.
if I mess up, you want me to get you flowers. You want me to.
No, I'm
Go.
gonna communicate with you, nigga. You did this
Yeah,
wrong.
that's what I'm saying. One thing about us, y'all not think it's complaining, but we're gonna say what it is, what you did. I'm not about to. No, like y'all have us guessing more than we have y'all guessing.
I don't think we get mad because y'all be complaining about what y'all did. I think what'll happen is we'll apologize or we'll say sorry about it, and then like y'all just won't let it go. Like y'all don't want to move past it.
I don't want to hear a million sorries.
I will say that though, like I used to be the type of person I'm living in the past, but the only reason why I would live in the past so much is because it kept happening. You say sorry, you're like, okay, maybe he really is sorry. Do it again. Like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do? So it's like when a lot of women bring up the past, it's just we're just
I'm
pointing out
triggered.
patterns.
I'm triggered.
I'm
I'm
triggered.
triggered.
Like you're triggering me. Like,
So, but like, what about your mistake? Like, if you keep doing something, like, do you just expect me to be like, oh, okay?
No,
I guess.
communicate. Let's communicate. Let's talk.
But if we talk and you still doing it,
Then that
There's
person
gotta be
is
some
not for
change.
you.
There gotta be some change. Like I'm not expecting you to sit around. Just like I'm not sitting around. So I'm not saying just deal with it and close up. That's kind of keeping me around. If it makes sense.
I will. A lot of women do not like hearing about themselves though. Like,
That's true.
They don't.
like if I tell you you did something wrong, if the first thing that come out of your mouth is, "Well, you did this too," then we got a problem. Because you're not addressing what we really talking about. You just making it seem like just because I did it, it's okay. Like, if you didn't bring up the problem when I did it, don't try and bring up the problem now because I'm saying it's a problem for you. And I know a lot of women tend to do that. They're trying to like
That's true.
deflect it and back on the person. But
I don't know why I'm thinking about like Blueface and Krishan right now.
oh, they're horrible.
Like when she hit it with that Hennessy bottle, I would have been leaving me.
Dude, that whole
gone.
situation pissed me off.
I'm just like, it's just because I remember like I think they got in a fight with his father.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Knocked
I saw
him
that.
out or something like
Her
that.
father, yeah.
And then he had a one-on-one with her brother, and he was like, "Yeah, we don't see no wrong with her." And Blueface is like, "Bruh, she stole my car."
That was one and the
crashed
same.
it."
The brother and Krishan.
But it's like, in a sense, some women don't want to take accountability, and I feel like that's the first step of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and once you be accountable for your actions and your wrongs, then we can move on to step 2, step 3, step 4. But as soon as you're accountable, then yeah, that's really what it is. But yeah, I don't know why I thought about them so. And then they got married. I'm just like,
That's
Bro,
crazy.
man.
I'm so tired of seeing them.
Man.
Me
I
too.
gotta block it, report it. I don't want to see it no more. Yeah.
But so I did say that was the last topic, but there was actually, it was brought to my attention that there was something else that we did want to talk about. So Nelson here, his
series
major
for last. Save the series for last.
So his major tends to do, I'm gonna just let you explain it because I'm gonna butcher it.
Oh,
So
you're good. So my major is health administration, and my career path I'm gonna go into is prenatal care. So really, I want to just manage OBGYN department, but mostly just the prenatal care of mothers after birth and stuff like that. Because if you look at history, and even now, a lot of Black women and a lot of minority women are dying because of prenatal care, mostly because racism, and also because really just racism. Because you have cases where I remember this one case, he went in front of a hospital board and was like, "Yo, my wife, her first child, no problem. The second child, she had the child, and after you could just see like her skin color change. Like she was a very brown woman, but it started to be lighter and lighter. And they asked the doctors repeatedly. It started at 11 o'clock in the morning. Asked the doctor repeatedly, like, "Can you help my wife? They just pushed her off, until finally they got her on operating table, and they found out that she had a bleeding that she died from, and that wasn't until like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock p.m. and she died because they just kept pushing her off and just saying, "Oh, you're fine," and stuff like that. And that's basically what I want to change. Not just change it immediately, but if I can, have the foundation and plant the seed where there is change in the future, that's what I want to do.
okay, so the thing we wanted to talk about with the prenatal care and everything, like you said, Black women are largely affected by it. Is there a certain number?
Percent wise, it was like 249% Black women are most likely to die from prenatal care. And that makes no sense.
To just white women or every other race?
Wholesome white women.
Oh,
Wholesome white women.
So
And it's ridiculous because, if you look at percentages, we going to 100. So where we get 249 from?
yeah,
So it's like, that's crazy.
yeah.
And I know we talked about it earlier, like there was things like mental health, like as just Black people, and period, like us growing up from birth to when we do start having, reproducing, stuff like that. We go through stress from police, arguments, school, stuff like that, and it's like more pressure on Black people than it is on our white counterparts in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
like we have more stressors than
Yeah, more stress is
than
most
other
definitely.
races.
Most stress is most definitely. Yeah.
So as women, Black women, how does that make y'all feel? What do y'all think about that, given that, if you decide to have a kid, that there is a likelihood that you are more likely to die as opposed to a white woman?
I feel like it's scary to even think about. Like, it definitely. I feel like it's a cause for change.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah. I actually read an essay about that, or like an article, or whatever. But it was like what police are to black men is what doctors are to black women. It's also they think like we can't feel pain or something, like they don't care, like that's why they pushed her off for so long, because I don't know, they just don't listen to us, like we being over dramatic, like no, we're in pain. They just don't care. So
That's what black people in general do.
Black
They
people
think
in
we
general.
can take more pain. We used to be the test dummies back in the day. You can take it all the way back.
slavery, there used to be like a scientist or like a doctor. He I don't know if he performed hysterectomies, but he would do something to black women, like with like no anesthesia or something. And I just think it goes back to that, like they think we can't feel pain.
Oh no, it most definitely do. Like you would really track it back all the way to slavery, because most of their testing they did it on black people, and then you get these ridiculous things like black people got like a little extra thing in their ankle, that's why they run faster, and it's just like it's ridiculous. Like it's ridiculous, and they're like more susceptible to pain and stuff like that. But it's like we're all the same. Like our nerves are all the same.
Right.
So it's like whatever. If I hit AJ in the head, he gonna feel it. Like it doesn't matter, and it's really sad that we still deal with this, and it's 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're 400 plus years past slavery, and we're still dealing with the I don't want to say remnants, but effects of it.
Facts.
And it's ridiculous. So yeah, and it's sad because like it really hurts because it's real personal because my mother, she had, I'm not gonna put her business out there, but my brother he's premature, and he was like 13 ounces when he came out, so you can really hold him like this, and he was in a hospital for like 2, 3, 4 months just on I don't want to say it wrong, but just a breathing machine. And it's sad because my brother could have been a part of that statistic, and also my mother, because he was supposed to be born in October, but he was born in July.
That's far.
So it's like my mother could have been like that, and he was before me, so I could have never been here. So it's like it's sad and it's really frightening that this is a fact that's going on in this world as we speak.
So, as someone who's like doing research and like education in this field, would you suggest like black women, like how would you suggest to advocate? Would you suggest like more black men get into that field and become doctors to protect black women, or do you think black women should just overall avoid going to the hospitals? Because I've seen recently a lot of like black social media, they've been doing like Summer Walker, I think she did home birth and stuff like that. So which one would you like advocate for?
I want to just say black men. I say every black person should advocate it, and it's crazy enough to think about it, but it really starts with your local politicians. Like they pass laws for different healthcare things and stuff like that. Like that really plays a huge part in how people are taken care of in the hospital. But I want to say go away from the hospital, because they still have machines and advanced technology for you to have a more successful birth and a more safer birth.
It's just the people.
It's just the people specifically that needs to change.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is. And it was interesting too because you're not supposed to be giving birth laying on your back.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You're supposed to stand up. You're supposed to let gravity bring the baby out.
Yeah, I heard that it was
push it
like
out.
some doctors did it because it's easier for them to like take the baby out instead of the women. So I was like, wow, that's crazy.
So yeah, I wouldn't.
Okay, I might be having a stand up,
But yeah, so no, I wouldn't tell anybody to go away from hospitals. But I would say like it's very important that you get into politics and you understand how politics goes, stuff
who
like
you
that.
electing.
Yes,
your
who you
research.
elect and do your research. Not even just on politicians, but insurance companies. Like, there's a thing called lobbyists. They play a real big part into politicians. Like they will pay politicians to go a certain way, to go with a certain policy that benefits them.
Yeah.
So
I've heard of that.
yeah, and it's the whole health field, health care is just a market economy. They just want to make money. You know, you get competition, but once you really look at it, all these big businesses are just under one name. Like you know, you got Disney running Hulu, all that.
Yeah.
That's basically how it is. And yeah, it's an interesting process.
So what do y'all think? Like anything else coming to mind?
With females.
Yeah, stuff like that.
I mean, to piggyback off what he said, like, I just feel like we should all do our research, but for people who aren't African American, I feel like they should start paying attention to these types of things and being more understanding, because the oppression has to stop at some point. I can't really say a way for us to like fully stop it, because I feel like in a way it's kind of a form of racism. It's another thing like putting us down. So I don't know. They just gonna have to stop. How you feel?
But all right, YouTube. So that's all we have for today. Make sure you guys go follow everybody here. We're glad that we were able to bless you guys with some of that, knowledge that you guys may or may not have before. But yeah, take this knowledge, use it wisely. Listen to your partners, protect black women, protect black men. Communicate. But if nobody else has anything to say, all right,
Make sure you guys, follow us on all social medias with the same handle, World's Greatest Podcast. Look back at our last videos; it's only going up.
Yep. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, show it to everybody, black woman, black man, anybody, any race. Yeah. Peace.